Hey everyone, I hope this finds you all happy and healthy. Okay, so going back to an old style of how I used to do things on my IG page. This month I went through a really weird month. I went out of a depression into a normal cycle, into a depression, into, a manic cycle, then directly into an illness, which was the flu, then into a depression. And what all of those like quick, rapid cycles did for me is remind me some of the things of my past, but also remind me of how I get through these things, how I make aerial life work. And this is going to be a series on that. And of course I'm in my underwear because I always go back to my roots. Okay, so dissociative identity disorder and bipolar, these are the two things that work to hamper and benefit my life, yes? So I'm no longer I really don't like the term disorder, I really like the term health. So I'm bipolar healthy, I have dissociative identity health, right? Because I do disassociate. A lot of people, just to get a little on that one, a DID, a lot of people see multiple personalities. And in a way, I do have that. There are different egos. They're all me. They're all Ariel. I can't, it's not, they're not maybe all the same age. Yeah, I'll say that. What I will say is each one of them has a purpose. So as a child, I've got this protector in me, and as a child, that protector protected me from many things, not just the school bullies, not just the abuse that I was going through with my parents, but life itself, the harshnesses of life, right? Like, I have really bad allergies, and so going outside could be hard for me when I was younger. And so I've got an aerial that if you cross will cut you by the knees, take you by the balls. I'm sorry, cut you at the knees, take you by the balls. And be merciless. And I like, that's not me, that's not the person you're talking to right now. I will admit that not all of my egos communicate with each other. So right now you're seeing depressed me. And depressed me is just there. It's a tool I use to get myself out of depression. So I'm a lot looser with myself right now. Yeah, I want to get to the gym on Monday, but I know I'm not going to. So I put on different, I put different goals in. Like, well, let's get out of bed. Let's start with that one. And once that one's accomplished, I actually congratulate myself for that. Let's see if I can get some meditation in. I will tell you that meditation and yoga work very hard, are very, very good at me finding which personality I want that day, yes? And sometimes just, if I can just get myself into those two moments, those two inner self moments, right? Then I, am able to see what I want to be, yes. I know this is weird. This is hard for me. That doesn't always work. Like today, meditations work well, but I'm still this, I'm still depressed, I'm not changing it. Haven't changed what I call the attack plan. No, these are like, a depressed ego and a happy ego, we all have that. That's not bipolar, that's not DID, yeah. I also have, I don't know how to explain it. And you see most of these two people. I have that Ariel that is super social and super wanting to throw himself out there and see the world and travel and like do all of these amazing crazy things that like most of them I'm not gonna do. I'll make sure that that doesn't happen. Because depression for me is important. It's a moment to recharge. I sometimes put myself out there so far that I haven't taken any time to care for myself. I'm just caring for the other people in my life. And this isn't good. I also have a work ego, and I think everyone does. I don't think anyone is themselves at work. I don't know anyone who is. If you are, you're awesome. I'm not. It's all good. And I have a bit of a kid ego in me that I'll get into as we go along this month. I'm going to talk about the meds I take to fight this DID and bipolar, because unfortunately with me, they're very much intertwined. I'm often protecting myself from myself. And I'll get into detail on that as we go along this series. Just like, you know, an anecdote, I push people away because I feel I can be harmful to people. And so I get just close enough and then it's like, yeah, nope, done. And that's definitely depressed me. I definitely do that. I will repeat, not all of my egos talk to each other. They don't. So like, depress me and awesome Ariel, we talk to each other all the time. I know. And I don't think there's anything wrong with talking to yourself personally, so, you know, people may judge that, but it's no big deal for me. But the others don't necessarily talk to us, and they can definitely do things sometimes that I am not aware of. And I'm absolutely positive that happy-go-lucky Ariel hides stuff from me, just like I hide some stuff from him. Yeah. So that is the most DID post I have done so far. I'm more honest and feel more comfortable in front of the camera, so that's why I am restarting the series. And I am theming the months, and I decided to start with DID because that's the hardest one for me, and well,